Hello and welcome to the Lunar Phoenix Path, where we use symbolism to help you turn embers into flame. Today, we're looking at burnout, specifically through the lens of identity burnout. If you've been feeling like you don't recognize yourself anymore, then this reading may have something for you. This will be a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and move forward in a way that best suits you. Let's see what wants to come forward. Okay. All right, so you don't recognize yourself anymore. Or at least you've been feeling like it. Okay. So what do we have? We have the Page of Wands. Adventure, excitement, fresh ideas, cheerfulness, energetic, fearlessness, discovery, young spirit, limitless potential, and extrovert. Wow, you know, I feel like this card is everything, that right here is everything that you're not right now. Maybe you want to feel, you know, fearless, have excitement and adventure. Okay, maybe not like, you know, I don't know, going down the Nile, I don't know, in Egypt when you live in the US. Not, maybe, I mean, maybe that is your thing. But I think it's more minute than that. The point is you want to feel alive again. But you can't, at least not right yet. I feel like it's like you feel disconnected from yourself because you gave all of your personal pieces away to your daily obligations, to other people. You get the idea, and you left absolutely nothing for yourself. So like at the end of the day, you go home, you sit in your favorite chair, lie on the couch, and you do nothing. You feel empty. This blank feeling, it's a severe sign of personal depletion. You are allowed to grieve the version of you that has been lost. I've been where you're at. I mean, in my case, I mean, it was everything. Work, life, my marriage at the time. In my case, I asked myself who I was and I really didn't know. Because I too had given away all my personal pieces. I feel like you need to just step away, go. Maybe you do need to go on your own little adventure. Maybe get some of your friends and just go. I mean, I know it tends to be a cliche thing where you just call up your buddies and say, I need a vacation, let's go. We'll figure it out. because most of the world generally has to plan that out. I mean, money may be tight, so maybe it's not that simple. Maybe it's just you get out and go take a walk. I don't know, go to like a nature preserve and just walk around a path or something. It's just take a moment to yourself, more than a minute, just to clear things out so you can answer yourself when you ask, what next? Who am I? All that fun stuff. So, next card, Nine of Pentacles. Abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, self-worth, financial independence, leisure, rewarded efforts, success, and achievements. So, I'll lead with my example. When I was going through that, I realized that the life I had created was pretty much saying yes to everybody else. And I didn't love myself. And I didn't love really anything about my life. And I had... There were negative thoughts and emotions towards my partner, and I had gotten to a point where there was no way that I was going to be able to save that. So we split, and apparently he had gotten the same basic idea. He didn't like who I'd become. He didn't like different reasons, but the same outcome, if you will. And so we had to split, and, well, had is maybe not the term. We chose to split. We left on good terms. The point is, when I got into my apartment, I literally sat in my chair and I asked myself that question, who am I? And I couldn't answer it. So I had to figure out what that was. And I realized on that journey that, yeah, there were some aspects of my old life that still rang true, but I had entirely changed, and not everything that appealed to me before that made me me applied anymore. So in that sense, within reason, I got out. I tried new things. I dared to be bold, because I personally tend to play things safe. I mean, you will never catch me jumping out of an airplane, ever. But I can go and try new foods, just within my own comfort zone, tried new things. And I feel like maybe that's what you need to do. You need to figure out who you are beneath everything. Let's try a couple of affirmations. I generally don't do affirmations, but if you'd like, repeat after me. My identity is valid and important. I choose to reclaim my personal life one small choice at a time. So I'm hearing you need to pay attention to your internal voice and its tone during this. If you do practice this and try to figure out who you are, listen to your internal voice and its tone. If something doesn't seem right, then it might not be. I mean, it's possible it's just trying to keep you safe, and things you normally wouldn't try, it's trying to tell you, no, don't. But generally speaking, if it's telling you that something doesn't feel right, then it's probably not. Okay, let's flip this last card over. Ace of Pentacles. New material offer, new job or promotion, new opportunity, new manifestation, resources, stability, prosperity. It's not... So it's not like the end result, like you take these steps and it's going to be like you found a winning lottery ticket. Like the end result, like what I'm picturing with this is a good card. There's small steps. It's like planting a seed. There we go. Planting a seed of prosperity and stability. Everything that you want your new life to look like. The new version of your life. That's what this card represents. You need to learn to reserve time for yourself. You need to figure out who you are, what you're about, and then fight like hell to preserve that. Because anybody that tells you otherwise can go fly a kite. So on that note, let's get some oracle cards. Let's take you as well. Okay. And then move you over here. Okay, so first one. Very nice. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Okay. And then wow, what is this with the full moon? Woo. Surrender to the divine. Okay. You know, I have a couple of thoughts with this. You know, the full moon and the full moon eclipse. So I find it ironic. So when I pulled the second card, I was thinking balance and duality, yin and yang, light and dark. I didn't think it would be quite literal, at least with the full moons. That said, maybe not, well, I mean, it says surrender to the vine, so I mean, if you're into praying to a deity, go ahead. But I feel like the message here is more just plain and simple surrender. And when you surrender and pay attention to your shadow side, you realize what you'll need to focus on, what is safe, what isn't safe. And then from that, you can draw your conclusions on how to proceed. I really don't think it's more in depth than that. Okay, so this next card. Nice. Miracles happen. Give the universe your clear intention. I said it before, and I'm going to advise it to you. Be bold. Be bold, be unapologetic in finding out and experiencing who you are. It is literally just that simple. Okay? Well, that's about it. Whatever is surfacing for you right now, let it clarify rather than consume. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and move forward in a way that best suits you. I'll see you next time.